Hello, Wild Witchers. This is Crimson, and you're watching some The Witcher 2. Now we're picking up where I left off after, well, seducing a succubus, I guess, if you could call it that. Dandelion was... Either way, there's this man here, I think, or maybe a woman, who is kind of in a rock right now, and I just... Well, I had to stop here. Anyway, that succubus is saying that the elf guy is a murderer, and is offering things for that I'm not sure I'm keen on. But in order to prove, because she is not very nice for a lady in a rock.
Kedmil.
Greetings. What are you doing out here this late?
Thinking?
About what?
About the approaching fight.
As long as the mist of wraiths is up, there won't be a fight.
I ponder something else. We women must leave the shadows. When fighting, we're equal to men, but off the battlefield.
I'm not sure I understand. Care to explain?
Were I the best strategist and the bravest warrior, they still wouldn't give me an army to lead, and all because I was born a woman.
You're an exception. Not many women share your dreams.
They do, Witcher, but they say nothing as they fear being ridiculed. You like being laughed at, singled out in a crowd?
I'm a witcher, a freak. I'm a sensation wherever I go.
Don't give up or you exaggerate. Well, Saskia here is, you know, the leader of the army, enough to get poisoned. All that Dragon Slayer has a sorceress on her side, but don't give up, crazy lady.
It won't be easy, but you could try to blaze a trail.
A worthy endeavor in itself, I know. Thank you, Witcher. Godspeed.
Don't cause any problems, I guess, and don't sit in rocks, lady. So anyway, I don't know how well that's going to turn out, but I mean, Saskia, that's my only answer, the dragon leader lady. So I may or may not have been lost for some time and decided to give up and do something else. Who would have thought? This quest requires me to purchase the tools from a vendor to do something with the body. Which is what I need to do. And all the vendors are closed, aren't they? Cat, are you just gonna walk into place? You know what, Cap? I'm gonna join you. Just me and you together. I should have done this before you know what, the rock lady was too much. Alright, dawn, noon. Alright, let's go to dawn. Is people dawn? No? Alright, to noon then. Alright, to people. Your cat is still there.
See, when they're to marry, they become terribly
Whatever.
picky.
Excuse me, lady. Are you the one I need to talk to? Trade, Miss Hair Lady. Okay, so I needed not that. I don't think I need a book, but I did want to buy books. Alchemy, is it here, or is it just like quest items? I don't know. Surgical tools. There it is. There it is. The hair lady has surgical tools for me, and that's how I do this quest. All right. I totally was gonna figure that out on my own, and didn't waste, you know, like 30 minutes running around mumbling to myself like I always do. I'm a sad guy who still gets lost in this town. Found her. We can proceed. And we talked to a lady in a rock and told her to go be strong.
Trust the girl.
Even though, you know, you don't really need to prove anything. Just if you do things that are good, then good things will happen to you. Is she talking to Yorvith? Because that's the Yorvith quest marker, and she's in the same building with him. Is this my fault? Did I cause Yorvith some sort of trouble? He deserves it with his lack of putting an eye patch over his hole in his head. It's very kind to do that. That's just weird. I need to talk to him about things, but I don't think I care. I get a lot of that. For not caring about things. I don't know, maybe if I read books or watched movies or TV series, I don't know. I don't know. Dandelion, he went out, middle of a burned down village. I had to do his poetry for him. I died a little. Probably a lot. But then I tried to sell him out to the Succubus, and the Succubus was just, I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to let him go after I've had my fun. And I was sad. I'm still sad about that. I thought she was going to keep him. I'd forgive her looking strange with her tail. She would just keep him for me, and... well, she didn't. And now I'm lost in these catacombs. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go use these surgical tools that I bought from a hairstylist. I also got the banner from the ghost in here, now that I realize it. There.
This corpse is fresh. Someone brought it here recently.
It was the elf dude who I'm gonna get hopefully stabbed. What was it? Torso? Chest wounds?
These wounds, they're ripped open. Whatever attacked him was ferocious.
Or was it turning the corpse over? Where?
Fingernail marks all over his back. At least he had some fun before he died.
Where was the thing that I need? Arms, maybe? Anything on the arms?
Forearms are cut up pretty
Oh, there it
badly,
is.
as if he had to defend himself. There's something embedded in the bone. A metal splinter. Interesting.
Alright, done. Leave. Oh yeah, there was some phantom guy guarding the banner that's just down there in the catacombs. And he wanted me to remember a really boring story that's actually making me tired just to remember. And tell him how the story went. Because he was telling the story and I had to tell him which parts he got wrong. Which I wasn't going to be able to do. It's just beyond me. Because I just can't. I can hardly remember what I said at the start of this. If I actually said it. Because I was kind of lost trying to do this quest, but whatever. Anyway, him, I killed the ghost man. He stole the standard banner thingy. Flag. Whatever you want to call it. I captured his flag. And I have to return it to my base with several other things to defeat the ghosts. Because that's a thing I want to do. You know, Neckers and / Harpies, I'm just not... I'm not in on this. Wait, what? This is... I drew my human sword. Human dudes who are stuck on this side of the fog. Like, really? Go die to Harpies or something. Even though they only decide to fight when I get near them. Ooh. Give me a kiss. Why can't the world live and breathe without me? These game. So silly sometimes. Either way. Yorvith, I sent a woman after you. I'm sorry, I think. I don't know your elf ways or if sexism is an elf thing, but Saskia isn't. Yeah, she's still in there. This will be something. Yorvith? Give me this cutscene. No?
Greetings.
That is her, right? What's her name? This guy is kind of... Why does everyone sleep fully armored? Is that weird to anyone else?
Nice
Okay.
ponytail.
Thank you.
Don't bother me.
Why not? You're literally
Everything
sitting
all right?
around doing nothing. I mean, people are rude.
Greetings, Gwynblade.
Still have a hole in your face.
Your Scoia'tael, Elias, is murdering people from Vergen.
Any proof? Elias is one of my best warriors.
This metal, is this enough?
I found a splinter from a blade in one of the bodies. Compare it to Elias's weapons.
I'll see to it.
I'm sure that happened instantaneously just
Elias
now.
must have learned that I know the truth about his madness. He's fled the city.
I knew I shouldn't have told him I was onto him. Well,
Greetings.
Before I get to a compromising scene that may or may not get my video flagged, let's talk to Yorvith.
Greetings, Gwynblade.
What could Philippa want? Why does she care about Vergen being free, independent?
Like all sorceresses, she likes to dabble in politics. Not one of them would hesitate to sacrifice another life if it furthered their goals.
Quite a one-sided opinion. All? None? Life's rather colorful. It's not all black and white.
Shades of grey, I think. I have no illusions about mages. You know the fate which the Queen of the Valley of Flowers reserved for the Elven youth. Enid Anglina, known also as Francesca Finderbear, another sorceress. In exchange for the creation of an Elven kingdom in Dol Blathanna, she sent the Scoia'tael to be butchered, while attacking Nilfgaard's foes from the rear. She had a chance to call it off. She could have opposed the Emperor of Nilfgaard and summoned the squirrels to defend the Valley of Flowers.
Why didn't she?
In the name of a higher purpose. It's what the Emperor wanted. That's why we became bandits after the war. That's why elves are dying, our young murdered by the likes of Roach. And that's why I cannot trust Philippa Eilhart.
Huh. That's interesting, but I have trouble following it when he says all these names that are just letters that are mixed together, and then she just we're in and gone. Because I have no idea at the relevance, or if it'll, whatever.
Roach could be on the other side of the fog.
In that case, I'll finally get him. I came close in Flotsam.
I feel like I may have chose poorly here.
Ever since
Oops.
he became leader of the Blue Stripes. During his first mission as commander, he ambushed one of my units, cut it down to the last elf. Surprised me for the first and last time. I've been more cautious since then.
Did he take your eye?
So it's a personal matter. Vengeance. A theme straight out of Dandelion's ballads.
The safety of the Scoia'tael demands his death. Of the commanders first appointed to such units, he's the only one still alive.
I noticed there's no Temerian emblem in your collection.
We should not claim something's done when it is not.
You do realize that a dozen others will replace him when he's gone. Possibly dirtier foes, possibly worse.
Better to have a known enemy, you say? That doesn't apply to Vernon. A more determined demon has never walked upon this earth. The longer he is active, the better he gets. I must put an end to it.
Okay, well, that was surprisingly straightforward and not very enlightening at all.
Tell me about this Dwan for whom the Scoia'tael are ready to do battle.
Saskia. She's no Dwan. Certainly not like the others. You've seen her. I doubt I need to explain.
She's fighting for a Pontar Valley for dwarves, elves, and humans alike. I thought you despised humans.
I may only be a warrior, but I'm no fool. This is the best we can hope for now. And it's better than the Valley of Flowers.
Oh god.
You think you can repel Henselt's army?
No?
What do you mean, no?
The fortifications and dwarven devices are simply not enough to hold off the Kedwenis. They are just too many.
What do you plan to do?
You'll see. One thing I can promise. I won't break any pledge I've made.
So, you're gonna help?
I once met another Scoia'tael leader.
Yavin. I knew him. He had beautiful dreams and desperately wanted me to share them. Asked the same of you, I heard.
You know a lot about me.
I try to know as much as I can. About everyone.
I'm a witcher. I remain neutral. I didn't take his side.
Perhaps that is the correct attitude. Let things run their course. It's worse if we then wonder what could have been had we acted differently.
I try to avoid that. Decisions should be evaluated before they're made, not after.
How is it that we're on the same side today?
Things change. Today I have different goals and different allies.
So that's something about the first game, I assume, and me not taking sides is something to do with not default save data, all that good stuff. I wonder if different lines of dialogue there, possibly. And this is where they're buried.
Have you ever been to the Valley of Flowers?
Dol Blathanna is nothing more than a vassal state of the Nilfgaardian Emperor. They call it the land of free elves, but the Scoia'tael are not welcome. It's another in a string of painful lessons. But a free Pontar Valley could change that. It's been 5 years since the kingdom was established in Dol Blathanna. Over 2,000 elves have settled there. Do you know how many children they've produced? A dozen or so. It's no longer the Valley of Flowers. It's the Valley of Sterile Elders.
I'd love to see you tell Francesca that.
Do that, totally.
Anything new about Letho?
No. but I wager he's somewhere on the other side of the fog. I can feel it.
I really want to know this one.
You haven't had a chance to explain yourself. Your alliance with Letho. This is a good time.
I suppose I owe it to you, Geralt. I don't know who they are exactly, nor who they're working for. I met Letho 2 months ago. He had escaped his pursuers in Edirn, found me and suggested we trade services. Our scouts and forest hideaways in exchange for the heads of Foltest and Henselt. A good offer to begin with that only became better when we revealed only part of our secrets. It then turned out that Letho was not alone. Seret and orcs were meant to kill Henselt. My warriors were to help them. As you know, this never came to pass.
Doesn't Henselt dying help me? Whatever. Okay, I'm going to a place with a thing that is going to happen. And there's nothing I can do about it at this point.
And you, my love, do you trust the girl?
Saskia? No. But I trust
So, well, you know, I cheated you out of the one. The elf lady I rescued. I guess we'll see what we can do, YouTube. Please, no reporto. Why is there still a blue, like, you don't even talk to me. It's right there.
A dwarf witcher. That would be something.
Well, I have nothing to say. Which bothers me. It's a blue dot right there. Blue dot's always meant person of interest. Oh, Hakam Gate. That sounds very New Zealand-ish. Then again, this is a Polish game. Wonder if I could talk to that. You know what? No, we're dealing with a succubus. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do all the important stuff that I originally did that apparently caused me to fail this quest. And I was very frustrated by it.
Put down like some dog. Fight!
What? Oh, it's him. Oh, well. Sure, Elias. You're just some elf dude. I mean, you can block well. Ow. Okay, you can fight back, kind of. I'll twirl at you. There we go. Alright, so hold block until that little thing shows up, then... Alright, didn't show up that time. Oh, my twirl hit. Okay, so it's a battle of stun by block, and then hurt once. Well, I'm good. I'm starting to put points into... Ow! Into swordsmanship. Did I finish him with a crotch stab? Really? Really? Well, I guess it's justice. He was crazy, right? Right? Succubus, you didn't fool me into doing things. I mean, I guess we lost the squirrel's best warrior, if that's saying something. Alright. Alright.
I'm pleased you put an end to that fool's torment. You'll be blissfully rewarded. Disrobe and relax. In the box by the bed, I left you a small gift. Something to remember me by. Goodbye, Witcher.
Well, that wasn't so bad. Except I'm now wasted. I'm guessing this is the box. A potion, some money, and armor. Well, lady, what kind of armor did you get me? Because I spent a lot on this. What I'm wearing. Let's not unequip my boots. So it has less armor, less vitality, more resistance, same slots. Well, thanks, lady. I'll be sure to think of you when I sell that to a vendor. I'll go through the rest of that off screen. But hey, you know, For a succubus, that was rather tame. I'm okay. I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. My head is off to you.